Hi Gretchen, it's Stephanie, and I just watched your video about books, and I love books. Love them. Honestly, I'm just going to grab one. I just need to hold one right now. I love flipping through the pages. I love the smell of books. Even when they're not old, they have a smell. I just love the smell of the paper and the ink. Something satisfying about a new book when you crack the spine. I know some people don't like to crack their spines, but I love to just get right in there, fold the pages, make it loved and lived in. Good stuff. I actually had never read any of the books on your list, except actually I read that Diary of Anne Frank. I read that one, but the rest of them I never read before, which is surprising to me. But I want to show you some of my books. This is only the second video I've ever made, so it's for you, Gretchen. Feel special. Feel loved. My first one ever was my Project Life Size audition. So, video number 2 is for you. I have a pile of books here. The first book that I have, it's actually not a thrilling read. It's not something I think I would ever read, like from front to back. But it is the Little Brown Compact Handbook. This book is a lifesaver. It has every grammar, spelling, clarity, sentence parts, patterns, punctuation, everything you could ever need to write anything in life. And let's face it, like, writing styles have been rapidly declining thanks to MSN and Twitter and AOL or whatever people use. Ugh. I still write full sentences in IM. If I'm instant messaging, I can type fast, but I'm going to type correctly. That's just what I have to say about that. Okay, here's some of the books that I wanted to show you. I read a lot of biographies. I like nonfiction. I like to read about people's psychological way of viewing things, and I like to read about people's struggles. And, of course, them coming out of those struggles. One of them is Wonderful Tonight, George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and Me, written by Patty Boyd. Love it. Strong, strong, strong woman here. She just writes about her love triangle, writes about the good parts of love, writes about the bad parts of love. Just very honest, open book. Love it. Another one I have is Enchantment, The Life of Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn is a personal hero of mine. Love her so much. Love everything she's done, except all of her affairs, but whatever. It's just one of those, it's an autobiography that doesn't just skim the surface and talk about what a great person she was. It kind of like gets down into her relationships, and so it shows you that she had faults. I love that. I thrive on these books, people overcoming things. Love it. And in that same vein, I have here, dropping it, Favorite Wife, Escape from Polygamy. I think I read this book in 2 days, maybe. I don't know. Love it. It's about a girl married at 14, married to one of the top, I think, third highest people in their community, and just her struggles trying to deal with being part of the family, trying to accept that she is part of the family, trying to find her place in the family, and ultimately getting the heck out of there. That's all I have for like biography types. Next book, Lolita. I love this book. I know it's controversial and the subject matter is not for everyone, but the writing style is amazing. Here we go. The first sentence. Lolita, light of my life, fire of my loins, my sin, my soul, Lolita, the tip of the tongue taking a trip of 3 steps down the palate to tap at 3 on the teeth. Lolita. Love it. So good. Honestly, the writing is amazing. It's quick. It's really fast-paced, and there's so many references. If you're an English major, you just dig right into it, and if you're not, it goes right over your head. And honestly, a lot of it goes over my head, and I know that it's one of those books that I'll read again and again, and I'll find something new every time. What else do I have here? Good Canadian Girl here. I have The Diviners by Margaret Lawrence. It's story of Morag Gunn From her childhood in a small prairie town through to her difficult marriage and her struggle to understand her daughter, Morag Gunn is forced to test her strength against the world and refuses to abandon her search for love. It's just another book about a strong woman. I guess I'm drawn to those books, but it's a really neat one that goes from the present to the past and ties all the stories together, and it flips and flops back and forth, and it's just, it looks daunting, like it's a big book. I think it's, what, 500? Yeah, 530 pages or so. It's a page turner though, I swear it didn't take me very long to get through that one at all. And lastly, it's kind of a whole collection of Douglas Coupland books. Another Canadian, very funny, very intelligent books. Here, I'll just read the review here. Coupland's energy and wit are what finally make him an indispensable writer, a writer's talents are equal to the frenetic and bizarre and often despairing world he observes. It's very observational humor, and just really sort of, I don't know how to explain it. Just really awesome. Really, really hilarious. Strange writing style, but very funny. So I have quite a few. This one's Microsurfs. It's a good one. It's about Microsoft employees who work on campus and just all their geek culture and their oddness, basically. Good one. I have a bunch of his books here. Eleanor Rigby, Woman Finds a Long-Lost Son, Craziness Ensues, Life After God, The Gum Thief, Generation X, Girlfriend in a Coma. Odd sci-fi twist to this one. Wasn't expecting it, but it's still a good book. The most recent, Generation A. Very funny. The world thinks that bees are extinct. 5 people around the world get stung, and it kind of follows them and their stories. I've only read not even half of it, so I can't tell you what happens yet. And Douglas Coupland. If you want to read a really good Douglas Coupland book, All Families Are Psychotic. Hilarious. It's the first thing I read, and it's hooked me, and you can see I've got the collection. I'm never going to get rid of these things, honestly. My boyfriend, he goes nuts because we have so many books in the apartment, but I can't let go of them. Like, each book is a memory of where I was when I was reading it, and what time in my life it was, and I just love them so much. And that's it. That's all I've got. And someone's going to come home soon, so I gotta go. And I love you, Gretchen, and thank you for inspiring me to share some of my books with you, and I'm sure I'll video respond something else to you later. Bye!